This is the BlueParrot wireless, I believe, Bluetooth headphones, and this is the model S650XT. So what we have here is we made an adapter to convert these on the ear foam pads and convert them to over the ear instead of on. So a lot of people, myself included, it's uncomfortable for a long period of time when this is sitting directly on top of your ear rather than over it and around your ear, so it doesn't put pressure on your ear. And that's why we made this adapter here. Here are the adapters, and the idea is to put them or remove the factory foam, put these adapter on it and convert it to a over the ear foam. Here I'm showing one of them, but it's basically taking out that foam and replacing it with this round foam, and your ear of course goes into that recessed hole and therefore not putting pressure on your ear. So what you see here is what's good about the Parrot or BlueParrot headphone is that the factory foam is easily removable. You can see it's just strapped on and there's no adhesive of any sort, so it cleanly removes it, and now it's exposed. The surface is exposed. So taking this design, and also what's cool about this is this can be removed if you didn't want both of your ears and you only need one side. So the factory allows that to be removed. So we've taken one and modeled the adapter from it. And as you can see, the shape is odd. So our adapter in its raw form looks like this. And of course, we are going to be selling the black one. We are doing white because white gives a nice contrast on the black headphone here. So we have black, and black is here. This is the raw form. And as you can see, the white one here is easy to see. Once we assemble it for you shortly, you'll see the contrast on black. And this is the raw form, and here this is, we put an adhesive tape on it. We're gonna have to think about something, but this is what we came up right now, where the idea is to, you can see this is recessed. The idea is to have a sticky tape and put that right over there. And this here, it had, you notice it has 4 holes here and 1 more hole here. 5 holes in total. That is, as you can see, the mic. These are the noise canceling mic, and those are the holes for it. So the adapter fits right there, and you should be aligned right there so it exposes. You're not covering any of those holes, and you can see it's recessed on the back into the shape of the headphones, so that goes directly on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue the assembly process, and the final results I'll show you that soon. So one side I put tape for now, and the idea is to remove it. So let's go ahead and remove it. The tape is very strong, but it's so thin, so I have an X-Acto knife to peel away the tape. So let me peel that away. Now that I have the sticker peeled away, it's time to set it right centered on the headphones. So line it up until you see the 5 holes, and also line up to the center of the circle there. And you want to see right there. There you go. That's perfect. Now you can turn it over. You can see the recessed area is on there. And there we go. And give that a moment to set in. And tape is very sticky for the purpose of this application, but if it ever falls loose or something, we don't foresee it falling loose, but you can always, if you want to go to the permanent route, put crazy glue and let that dry. But then if you ever need to remove it, crazy glue, that's going to be a permanent solution. But I think for this application, sticky tape is perfect because your head or ear is putting pressure on this anyway. So if you really wanted to remove it, of course, with enough pressure or force, you can go ahead and remove it. But for a normal use, I don't think it will do that. So this should suffice. Okay, now we are ready to mount the ear pads. And that goes, of course, directly over the adapter like so, as you can see. So this is white again. So normally this would be black, so it would blend in. And the ideal is to orient it in such a way that is comfortable for you. So you probably want it perfectly perpendicular, vertical, so your ear fits right there. You don't want it to be rotated about that way or this way. So again, once you peel the backing off the foam pad, it's going to be permanent, so you're not going to be able to change the position. So you want to do this carefully, because once this goes on, it's pretty much permanent. It's hard to remove, so it's like one-time use only. So just be careful doing this route, or just be careful doing this procedure. And there you go. We have it centered, and once we put that back in there, and that is one side. So repeat exactly for the other side, and you would have a whole set. And there we go. Now that looks much more comfortable. The conversion of on the ear to over the ear is complete. As you can see, this is with the black adapter, and you can see how nicely it goes together with the headset, and it looks like it was factory built. Now this is what it should have come with, because it is so much more comfortable and it doesn't push any pressure on your ear. You can have this on for hours. And if you notice, the factory wise, this is almost as thick, or if not thicker. So this is less thick than the factory. They're almost about the same. So we did keep in mind, in fact, that we don't want to put out too much depth, because then that would create more pressure on your head. So this is very minimal. It's actually 2 millimeters, and this is actually 3 millimeters, but it's actually -1 because the indentation of this. So 3 minus 1 is actually 2 millimeters, which is very minimal thickness added to it. It's not even nothing much, because it's actually less than the factory foams, which are more thicker. So we did factor that into consideration when we designed it, so it doesn't add any thickness to it. But whatsoever. So there we go. Hopefully you find this useful. Thank you for watching.